Hello, friends. I am Mayuk Sinha, and today I'm having the honor to host someone. So I will come into that part later. So I am a certified Access Bars practitioner, and I am a consciousness enthusiast. So for the last 5 years, I have been associated with this amazing modality called Access Consciousness, and I have been transforming so many lives. And I am a seeker as well, and that's why I call myself an enthusiast. So today I have the privilege to host an amazing person. I know her for quite a long time. So she is an Access certified facilitator. She is a celebrated author who has written the book Body, Love You to the Moon and Back, and who has been changing thousands of lives with her foundation, Chispaarsh, catalyzing changes. So I would like to welcome Ashia Seth, who is my guest today. So Ashia, how are you doing?
Hi, Mayuk. Hi, Mayuk. Thank you so much. I'm doing absolutely fine. And thank you for that brilliant introduction. So good to have you here.
Yes, yes, and it's an honor for me to host you on today's show.
Truly my pleasure to have you hosting me. So, yes, are we excited about today's call? And what are we going to talk about, Mayuk?
Yes, so that's a good question to start with. So, Ashia, today's call, like we have set a topic for today's call, but before we jump into that topic, first let me start with something else. So, while I
Okay.
work with many people, and also this is some thing that I generally get from all my friends, relatives, and colleagues. Some are facing problems with their money situation. Some are facing problems with their health, like they're having
Mhm.
pain in their body, some discomfort in their body. Some are having issues with their relationships. So, majorly, they are not happy with the way they're creating their reality. So, and they want to change it, they want to change their reality. So, is there any tool available to change someone's reality? Can we really do that? How would you take that one?
Well, not one tool, but the entire toolbox. And it's a big one.
Wow. Okay.
So, as the title of today's call is, what boomerang of consciousness are you being? Mayuk, do we all know what boomerang means? It's a feature on our Insta, right? And on our phones, which we very often use for clicking the pictures, for posting our pictures on social media. So we do know what boomerang means. It's something which is right on the face and it is pulsating. Okay. The same thing applies with life, the human life. What boomerang of consciousness are you being? Your consciousness is always telling you if there are problems in life in regards to your mental, physical, emotional, financial, any blockages is where the problem gets arise. The problem gets created. If there is a regulated flow of energy, there is no blockage. And hence, there wouldn't be any problem in any area of life. So,
So
I would
we
like to
have to
just,
get the energy right. Just to interrupt you.
we, we have to get the energy flowy.
Okay.
We have to get the energy flowy. And one has to, if they want a seamless life, like no problems or hiccups or speed breakers, roadblocks in their money financial reality, in their relationship, and most importantly, with the body, because everything is connected with the body. And hence, that book that you just mentioned, Body, Love You to the Moon and Back, that came into existence a year ago. And whosoever has had their hands on it have loved it because there are very simple tools But more than that, besides the book, we are talking here about upgrading the entire system, subsystem of human
Mm-hmm.
living. So you know, Mayuk, we are so well versed with the new updates that come for our gadgets, for our laptop, for our phone, for everything. And we want to
Mm-hmm.
update it there and then so
Mm-hmm.
that our phone doesn't hang, so that there are no
Mm-hmm.
viruses coming in. And so we are very quick to update our own system. Not only that, we share it with our friends also. Oh, did you check out? There is a new update of iOS 17 something, 17.0 or 1 or something. Oh, yeah. So that's how we share information about the upgrade, and we are super excited to upgrade our gadget. How excited one would be to upgrade their living system. So the problems that you just mentioned is all coming, arising from the system, the living system, which has not been upgraded. Let me put it very clear. Let me put it in very simple words also. There is no manual to life, correct? We do have a manual
Yes.
for our gadgets, for every gadget that you buy online, offline, but there is no manual to human life. That how can you get your life right? How can you get your money, relationships, your health, wealth, everything right? There's no manual to that. So I have a question for you, Mayuk. When you don't have a manual, what is your reference point?
Generally, we go back to the past. We look at the past,
Okay.
like they are the
Mm-hmm.
reference points, or we look at other people, how they are
Mm-hmm.
creating, and we talk to them, like we talk to other people, maybe our parents, maybe our partners, or somebody who is senior to us.
So can I say
So, and
environment?
that's how,
Can
yes,
I say environment? Environment includes
yes, yes,
everything,
definitely.
right?
Yes, yes,
It
definitely.
includes family, it includes your parents, your colleagues, everything.
Yes.
So everything which is creating a glitch has its root or the reference point in the environment. For example, as a child, if you have
Mm-hmm.
just been hearing money doesn't grow on trees, money needs
Mm-hmm.
to be saved, you need to be careful about money. You need to hold money tight. You got to be very cautious with money, and you can't spend you can't uh, what do you call it uh, uh, that there was a famous saying about it. Basically, money is the root cause of all the problems. A lot of So
Mm-hmm.
likewise, there are a
Money
lot
is
of things.
the root of all the evil. Money is evil,
All
evil
the
is money.
evil.
Yeah.
Correct. And
Yes.
money is the root cause of all the problems of relationships,
Right.
going
Right.
sour, and a lot of other things. There are zillion point of views like that. And I'm taking the example of money because it is everyone's
Mm-hmm.
favorite topic.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
if a child has heard all of that while growing up from his parents, from his
Mm-hmm.
environment, or let me go even back, further back when the child is in the womb, all of
Mm-hmm.
those dialogues that go on in the environment actually becomes the base point for that child to have a belief system of lack in regards with money,
Mm-hmm.
to have a point of view which is of lack, scarcity, and
Mm-hmm.
poverty consciousness.
Right.
But is that a child's fault? No. Is that the parents' fault? No, it is the environment. So when parents do not know a new updated system of living or how to be with money, how to be with relationships, they cannot give it to their child. I mean, can you give something to someone else which you don't have for yourself? Do you get me?
No, never. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, in the simplest of terms, if I go to a vendor who has only apples and I ask
Mm-hmm.
for orange, will he be able to give me orange? No, he will give me only apples because he has got only apples. Similarly, if the money related point of view or the relationship related point of view or body related point of view are coming from the environment and you have grown up listening to them, it is all deeply ingrained in your consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
People have a point of view about aging. Like people have a point of view by the age of 55, 60, 65. You will have body related problems. You will have arthritis. You will have bone related problems. You will have age related problems. Tell me what will that person create? Problems, diseases, aches and pains and intensities in body as the person grow up in life.
Right.
Yeah, as the person advances in age. Is the problem in regards to aging? No, body is not meant to age. The human body is not meant to deteriorate or crumble or disintegrate with age. These are all the point of views which we have grown up with, and now they have become an integral part of our living system. So, boomerang is this living system which you are living currently. And it is coming from your parents. For parents, it is coming from grandparents, and it is coming generation after generation after generation as if it is a download. So, will you have anything new? No, probably you will create the same reality in regards with your body, in regards with your money, even in relationships as your parents have had. Nothing different.
Mm-hmm.
So, boomerang is you have seen this thing as part of your environment and now it is part of your life.
So
What is
Arshia,
required here is, I'll finish this. What is
yeah,
required
yeah.
here is to change, alter all of those deeply laid point of views so that the consciousness can shift. There is a new operative system, updated system of living, and you choose your own point of views. And hence, there is no glitches in those areas which you just mentioned. Yes, Mayuk, you were asking me another
Yes,
question.
I was just coming to that point as only. So you just mentioned that point of views, like those point of views that are deeply rooted till the time we were in my mother's womb, or even from the past lifetimes.
Correct.
So, yes, so as you rightly mentioned out, this is a famous saying by Dr. Dane that your point of view creates your reality, and it's not the other
Absolutely.
way around. But
Absolutely.
our social conditioning is like the way we are programmed from the very childhood that your reality creates your point of view. If you are born in a poor family, if you have seen your parents fighting, then you will be having those points of views that relationship means fight, or life is very hard for us, like you have to work hard to earn your bread and butter. So you will never have that point of view that making money is fun. How can you make money with fun? So yeah, that's the
This
problem
this
area.
brings
But
me to this
yeah.
brings me to the analogy. What comes
Mhm.
first, chicken or an egg?
That never ending question.
Yeah. So I absolutely love your question. That reality has made that point of view because
Mhm.
I have lived this reality, because I have
Mhm.
seen this reality of poverty. So I know I have seen my
Mhm.
parents struggle with money. They really worked hard to earn
Mhm.
money. I have lived that reality. So my point of view is money comes the hard way. But
Mhm.
you don't understand one thing, that you have just copy pasted that program which your parents have lived. You had a possibility to change and create a different reality for yourself.
So
Correct.
Arshia, that brings us to the next thing. So now you said that we can change that. We have copied and pasted it. Can we just undo it? Is there any way to undo that stuff?
So
How
there
do
is
we undo
nothing to,
that?
so to undo it, or basically you can't delete the program. But
Mhm.
what you can do is with consciousness, you can lay a new file of all the consciousness that you would like to choose and
Mm-hmm.
the life and reality that you would like to have for yourself. Now, what
Okay.
would happen? There are a lot of files in our subconscious mind.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this file of poverty consciousness go right under, right at the bottom, and it will have no effect. It will have no control on your life when you have a fresh, new laid foundation which
Mm-hmm.
you have chosen by your own will. Because
Mm-hmm.
then you are saying this to universe, I have had enough of this poverty consciousness. I have lived
Mm-hmm.
enough of this. I am choosing different. And hence, to make to create a different reality, I am taking necessary steps in action so that I live out of the prosperity consciousness. And one of those actions is stepping into these classes, the consciousness classes, which are full with the toolbox. And they are very simple tools, very, very simple tools, but they are so effective that you can begin to see magic right from the time when you sit in the class.
Yes, I
And
totally agree with you, Arshia. Yeah. So here I would like to share my experience. So when I started my journey with Access Consciousness, so I received, like when I did my bars class. So after I received a bar session, so this is one class that we have in Access, and we call it gifting a bar and receiving a bar. And I will come to you, Arshia, for more details, but just let me share my experience. So uh, after I have received my bar session, the next day I saw a massive shift in my consciousness. Just like you were mentioning, like there are deeply rooted point of views regarding money,
mhm,
regarding relationship, regarding aging,
mhm,
regarding creativity. So all of a sudden, like when the next day when I wake up, I found that things are getting, I can see the patterns that have been running my life so far. I am getting more conscious about them, as if somebody is throwing some light on areas where I need to focus, on
mhm.
areas which are not working out for me. So that
Correct.
was a game changer for me, like receiving bars. And since then, I am receiving and gifting bars like hell, I would say. So it's an amazing thing. So yes, Arshia, can you talk more about bars, like for our viewers, what exactly it does and what it is?
Sure, it certainly is a magical body process. Bars is basically the 32 points on your head, which, when gently touched, begin to dissipate all of these stored programs which are not working for you, and it begins to release the electromagnetic charge of all of those point of views, not only of this lifetime, but even the past lifetimes across dimensions. So when your bars are gently touched, you are actually you begin to lay a new foundation for yourself. I would bring here to your notice, Mayuk, I have seen such miraculous changes in 1 month
Mm-hmm.
session of bars. First thing that I receive from people is when they come for a class and when they have received, like you rightly put it, there are 4 sessions. There is a practical and theory, both in an 8 hours international certification course of bars, 1 day course of bars. And there is 4 practical sessions, 2 receiving and 2 gifting. People have told me after receiving the session or gifting the session that they have lost weight right there. I mean, whatever the clothing that they are wearing, it becomes a few inches loose.
Wow.
Because I'll tell you why. Because it is the burden, it is
Mm-hmm.
the burden of your emotions, your thoughts, which are unprocessed, which is lying in your fat cells.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not the calories which make you fat. Let me put, I hope a lot of people will get a kind of, eye opener here. So people go on diet, fat diets, and, intermittent diet, and a lot of diets there.
A
Basically,
lot of exercise, lot of hard work.
yeah,
Yeah, those kind of stuff. Yes.
Correct. But then it is easy to shed all of those uh, fat cells from your body by releasing unprocessed emotions which are locked in the fat cells. When I say unprocessed, is because you didn't know what to do with it. You didn't know how to go about processing it. So bars do that very well for a human body. The 32 points when they are touched, and I have seen such miraculous changes in one bar session, a person having cervical spondylitis or vertigo for
Mhm.
12 years was gone in one session.
Amazing,
Allergies,
amazing.
food allergies, anxiety, panic attacks, depression, borderline depression, ADHD, a lot of those things have seen tremendous shift in one session of bars. I mean, I'll just share the testimonial from last month of my class, which happened in Mumbai. The
Mhm.
mother had a child who is ADHD and borderline autism spectrum, and the child was detected with this condition when he was just 2. Mother has had a sleepless nights and lot of worry and anxiety for last 6 years.
Mhm.
The child is now 7 or 8 something, you know, and she contacted me, can you heal my child? And she spoke to me for 10-15 minutes. I could feel so much of, her energy overwhelmed, anxious, and worried. I need to fix my child. I need to correct my child. There is something wrong with my child. And I urged her, can you just keep the healing of your child aside and you take a session first? So she followed and she actually went for a session. She was so relaxed and she said, I slept peacefully that night when I received the session for the first time in 6 years. She was so zapped. She was so surprised by whatever shifted for her in that one session. She immediately enrolled for the class and she attended the class. Just yesterday, she shared her testimonial. It's been 3 weeks that she finished the class, and she shared, I had developed varicose veins. She had developed cervical spondylosis, PCOS, PCOD, and varicose veins from the time when her child was when the child was detected with those
Mhm.
conditions, ADHD
Mhm.
and autism. She said in 3 weeks' time, after the bars class, I have stopped all my medication. Not only that, she gave birth to her mother who had arthritis and a lot of pain around her hip. That pain and intensity is gone, and mother is actually running after the child and playing with her child, with the grandson, with no aches and pains. Her vitality, her energy has really gone up. So she shared such a beautiful testimonial after 3 weeks observation. And then she said, I want to come for the foundation. Because if bars can do so much, what can 3.5 days of foundation? It can just strip away the old foundation and give a
Definitely.
new foundation so that they can create the life of their choice.
Like it's like using a new software to run the show.
Absolutely. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And for our viewers, so I am hosting Arshia in Kolkata, and we are having this one-day bars class as well. So, Arshia, would you like to talk about the class a little bit for people who might be interested
Sure.
in taking the class? Yeah.
Sure. So we have a one-day bars class, which is happening on the 25th of October or 26th of
Mhm.
October. I'm just confusing the dates.
I
Then
think
we
it's
so
26. Yeah.
26th. So like
Yeah.
I said, Access Bars is a complete 8 hours class, which has theory, practical. It has its resources there, manual, head
Mhm.
chart, and it's a complete uh, toolbox, and it is one of the core classes of Access. It is one of the core classes to begin to expand your consciousness. And like Mayur, I shared it in a write up on Facebook. When you add if you want a perfect recipe that you, of something that you desire to have as a food, you need to add that important ingredient so that the taste comes out right. Consciousness is that ingredient which you, when you add to the base of your life, you get the aroma, the flavor, and taste of your life absolutely fine. That you want to savor life. You don't want to reject life. You don't want to run away from life. You don't want to say, oh, life is difficult, making money is difficult, relationships is difficult, blah, blah, blah. So when you get that taste right, you begin to celebrate life. Life is not a burden then. You're not suffering your life. You are enjoying your life.
Enjoying, yes, yes.
So
And I
that is
think,
the way.
yes. So, and I think, like the way you are putting it, to savor life and to begin that journey, bars is the first baby step that one should be like stepping into. Like that should be the first
Absolutely.
step from where we can start that journey. I can vouch for
Absolutely.
that. Like it has been my first step. So yes.
It is one of the core class, and I did that class 11 years ago. It just changed my entire life. I did bars and foundation together in 5 days,
Okay.
and
Okay.
it just changed my entire life. My business got created. It has been just expanding from that day. I am a facilitator of consciousness for 11 years. Besides that, I'm also a past life regression therapist and a lot of other things that I have done. So I'm into this work for 15 years, the energy related work. I can totally vouch for the change. And if anybody wants to see, they can refer to the testimonials on, Google Mumbai and Google Pune. And there are miraculous testimonials there. So these are all heart shared, heartfelt testimonials and changes that people have felt and shared it in their words. So yes, like you said, one day class is that bars class, which is a core class. And oftentimes people come up how to look radiant, beautiful, rejuvenated with the energy system without any invasive procedures, without any Botox fillers. So for that, we have 1 day certification of energetic facelift, which is again 7 hours class. And all of these certifications are international certification courses, Mayuk, which means but person who attends the class, who has attended the class, gets the international certification of being a practitioner, and
Mhm.
they can start making money by giving sessions to others as well. So you create a revenue stream out of these investments in these classes.
Mhm. That's the amazing part. Like
Yeah.
you get your face more lively, you look more younger, and at the same time you start making more money. So how
Yes.
does it
So
get
you
any better
change.
than this?
How does it get any better than this? You change your life, you change people's life, and you get paid for it. How does it
Oh
get
my
any
god.
better?
So just for our viewers, like who are not like who are very new to access, this is another tool that we share with you people, and that is what we also use in our daily life, like every now and then. How does it get any better than this? So
Yes.
whenever something good happens, we say, how does it get any better than this? When something bad happens, we say the same thing. How does it get any better than this? And
Absolutely. So that
things,
you don't
yeah,
go
start
into
to
the
shift.
funk. So that you don't go into the funk. So even when something bad happens, before you get cranky, you get angry, you get like totally carried away by, oh, it is so bad that has happened to me. Just use this tool. How does it get any better than this? What else is possible? And then we have one access mantra, which I'm sharing with everyone, all the viewers who are right here with us on the call or probably would be watching later. Start your day with this mantra called all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. Start your day with this. I'm also going to say it in Hindi for our Hindi viewers.
Yes.
सारा जीवन मेरी ओर हर्ष वैभव और सुगमता के साथ आता है. सारा जीवन मेरी ओर हर्ष वैभव और सुगमता के साथ आता है. All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. Use this tool, guys. Start your day, end your day with this, say it throughout the day, and see the magical changes.
Ashya, can I just add something to what you have just said?
Please. Yes, please.
So yes, as Ashia said, like this is the access mantra. So that all of us we use. So when we say all of life, we are including everything. Like
Yes.
consciousness, which includes everything, we are including the good, the bad, and the ugly. We are not rejecting the bad, we are not rejecting the ugly, we are not judging anything. So that is another thing that we talk about in consciousness, that in access, that consciousness includes everything and judges nothing. So
Nothing.
that is also another game changer. So all these tools are there, like when we attend the classes and we interact with people, like access is all about
And
tools
there
and tools, like
and there
yeah.
are 100,000 more tools. That's why it is a
Yes,
complete
yes, yes,
toolbox.
yes. And the
So I
greatest
can,
part is, yeah. Mhm.
yes,
Yes,
go Mayur.
Ashia is coming down to Kolkata and she is hosting three classes. So one is the bars class, another one is the access facelift class, and another one is the foundation class, which is of 3.5 days. So even if it's during the Durga Pujas, what we have thought that there will be people who are very much interested to bring about this change in their life, who are ready to invest this 4 or 5 hours for 4 days to make that big shift that they have been looking for quite a long time, but they couldn't do it. They didn't have the avenue, I would say. They didn't have the chance to make that shift. But now we have Ashia in our city and we can make that happen. So, Ashia, would
And
you
what
like to
if
talk more
Durga
about the
Ma?
foundation class? Yeah. Yes,
Yes,
yes, with
and
Ma Durga's blessings. Yeah.
what if Durga Ma is calling for all this change? So, like Ma talks about Ma is Mahishasur Mardini, Ma is also saying remove your unconsciousness, right? Ma is Mahishasur Mardini, and Ma is saying kill the demons. Look at the demons within, which are the demons of unconsciousness, and change your consciousness, alter your consciousness by attending these classes. That's what I get, Mayuk. So though it's a Durga Pujo time, but what if Ma is inviting and Ma is contributing to these classes, because this is a powerful time of 9 days, and the
Yes.
shifts and changes are phenomenal because the time is such. So thanks to Ma that she's inviting and she's being part of all of this creation. And as Mayuk said about the 3.5-day foundation class, for 3.5-day foundation class has a capacity and potency to chip away, to collapse your old foundation based on which you have been living your life up until now, whatever your age is, so that you can lay a new foundation which is not at the effect of the environment or the past reference points or all the past baggage that you have been carrying in your present. Because every time you carry your past, you bring your past, you create the same future. So with this 3.5-day foundation, you can chip away, you can have your old foundation be dismantled completely and have a new foundation with the new point of views that work for you in your life, which actually is a total living system upgrade. And
Mhm.
foundation can only be attended if you have attended 1 day Access Bars class.
Yes.
Access Bars is a prerequisite for that. Facelift has no prerequisite. Access Bars class has no prerequisite. So these classes are absolutely magical, and I and Mayuk are the living example of the magic.
And thousands of other people like us.
And 100,000 people in 180 countries. Because access
And
consciousness
even
is in
more
one.
people, and I would say like even more people who have got the benefit, like as a customer, as a client, like
Oh,
when they come to us, yeah, they get benefited. So yes, it's
they
amazing.
see the change. They see the change right sitting in the class. Like I'm talking about this person who had massive food allergy, and she came with her lunch and said, I am a vegan, so I will not eat anything else. And I am on an Ayurvedic treatment for 2 years, and I have to follow a strict diet. By the end of the class, she had a chai. She had, and plus, no gluten for her, no wheat, basically. She had two chapatis and a cup of chai and a big smile on her face. She said, I can't thank you enough. It is that in after 2 years, I'm having chai and chapati, which I've not, because I've been strictly following this diet for 2 years, and there has been only negligible change. So those are
Amazing.
certain magical things which show up in the class itself when you're sitting in the class.
Indeed, indeed. So
Cool.
yes, so as you can see, like you can get in touch with me, you can get in touch with Arshia. Like all the details are there. Our phone numbers, our email ID, our YouTube contact, our website address. So everything is there. So just hit us
Absolutely.
up. But before we wrap up, so Arshia, I would like to ask you something. So this is also very common that I generally get from people, that all of us, we have some chatter going on in our head all the time. Like the mind is never empty, the mind is never free. Every now and then we are having some chatter within, and that doesn't let us live peacefully. That doesn't
Mhm.
let us be as creative as we actually are. So is there any tool that our viewers can use? Is there any simple technique that can change the game for them?
Yes, Mayuk. So this monkey mind, which keeps jumping all the time, the tool for that that I can give is, so
Mm-hmm.
mind is all, when the mind is gripping you, you cannot look beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
You get stuck in the regressive thoughts, which are actually generating those limited emotions and feelings, and you feel
Mm-hmm.
totally gripped into that. You don't know how to break free from it. So a simple tool for that would be barriers down. Just push your barriers down and receive everything. Because when you resist something, I don't like this. I don't like this person. I don't like this situation in my life. I don't like this. I don't like that. So, like you said a while ago, Mayuk, consciousness includes everything, judges nothing, right?
Right.
Likewise, push your barriers down and receive everything, and actually use the tool of gratitude. Thank you. I receive this also with gratitude. Thank you. Barriers down. Thank you. Barriers down. Thank you. Now, some people may think it is very difficult to do when you are in such a chaotic situation.
Mm-hmm.
How can anybody say thank you? Well, that is the time to say thank you, because that is where you will shift the energy, you will alter the energy. Try it out. Somebody that you have had a fight with, and somebody that you're very angry with, and there are two people who are confronting each other. You want to drop the fight, you want to kind of, not lose a good friend, not lose a relationship which is contributing. I'm not saying don't, I am not asking you to save anything, but if you want to put a rest to that fight with someone, and there is an argument going on, you keep shut and just inside use the tool. You are right, I'm wrong. Watch for 3 minutes. Fight is over. It
Yeah,
is a
that's
miraculous tool.
yes,
It
that
is a
sounds very
miraculous.
counterintuitive. Yeah, but that
Yes,
works. That works. That
but it
completely
works.
works.
It completely works. So the life-wise, the classes are filled with tools, and it begins to show you the magic the moment you sit in the class. And that's why I say, Mayuk, change is just a choice away. So a lot of
Right.
people, before they choose something which can actually
Mm-hmm.
change their life, they go in their thinking mind. Now the job of the thinking mind is to keep you confused. Like you said, the monkey
Right.
mind, which keeps jumping all the time. The thinking mind will always keep you confused and give you the reasons why you can't choose a class, why you cannot go to this program, which can actually change your life. The mind will give you the reason and excuse. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. It is a Durga Puja ka time. I don't want to, I want to have so much fun. Why would I waste my time in a class? Well, it's just a choice. The classes are fun. The class is super fun because you don't come with a burden. It's an informal class and there's a lot of fun and laughter. And there are testimonials for that people have had so much fun. And what better way to release the past and the baggage with a lot of laughter in the class? What better way to change your life than that, right, Mayur?
Yeah, definitely,
So hop on,
definitely.
guys. Connect with Mayuk. His number is there, and go beyond your reasons and excuses because your mind wants to keep you stuck in the limitations, in the program of that stuck position, those limitations which you have been living for all the years so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Like as Ashia was mentioning again and again, like the mind cannot go beyond what it has experienced, what it can compute, what it has seen, what it has heard. So anything new is troublesome for the mind. So when she's saying that it can bring a change, yes, we generally go into all these computations, like how much money I am paying, what will be the ROI, how much effort is required, what will happen. This is a very different modality. This is, I don't understand all these mumbo jumbo. So all these
On
like points of views
on
come into the
ROI,
surface.
Mayuk, on ROI, I would say people who had a lot of thought and
Mm-hmm.
came into the class with a lot of resistance
Mm-hmm.
actually thanked after doing the class.
Oh.
So the mother of the 6-year-old was not ready to
Mm-hmm.
come for the class because she
Yeah.
was hell bent on fix my child, fix my child. But after 3 weeks, she's sharing beautiful testimonials. So, but initially she had a lot of resistance. No, I can't sit. My child will not sit. I can't sit for 8 hours. So mind will always give you reasons and excuses so that you do not change. And like
Right.
I said, change is choice away. So nothing, everything begins with choice, and choice has that power to change your entire life.
Definitely. Definitely. And so I would like to invite our viewers, those who are like watching it on live or those who will be viewing afterwards, to choose for themselves. Because as Ashia rightly pointed out, change is only a choice away. You just make a choice and the change awaits you. And you see the changes happening in your life. You see the very changes start from the beginning of the class. As you step into the class, you see changes in your reality, like in all parts of your life, in all aspects of your life.
Absolutely. I have
And
seen Mayur people, I have seen Mayur people receiving money while they're sitting in the class
oh my
and
God.
have said, oh, this payment was stuck for so many months. My payment got cleared. Wow, how does it get any better than this?
And what else is
Because there is
possible?
a bar for money. Because there is a bar
Mm-hmm,
for money. So
mm-hmm,
your payment getting stuck is actually your receiving shut.
mm-hmm,
Your payment getting stuck is actually your receiving shut. So when you
mm-hmm,
come in these classes, one day courses, the first thing that opens up is your receiving, and
mm-hmm.
voila, magic shows up.
How does it get any better than this?
How does it get any better than this? So
So
thank you
thank you.
everyone so much for
Yeah,
this
thank you so
beautiful
much.
call.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Arshia. And maybe we can close the call by saying the access mantra three times
Yes,
so
let's do
that it,
that.
yeah, yeah, so
You
that
lead,
it
Mayur.
will,
You lead. You
yeah,
lead.
yeah. So it will shift the energy for all our viewers. So yeah, the mantra is we will say it three times at a row. All of life
All of
comes
life
to me
comes to me with ease,
with ease, joy,
joy,
and glory.
and glory. All of
All
life
of life comes to me
comes to me with
with
ease,
ease, joy, and
joy,
glory.
and glory. All of
All
life
of life comes to
comes
me
to me with
with
ease,
ease, joy, and glory.
joy, and glory. Wow. Thank you so much,
Thank
Mayuk.
you
You have
so
been
much. Thank
such
you
a
so much,
wonderful.
Arshia.
You have been such a
Thank you so
wonderful
much.
host, and thank you for hosting this call.
And I am very eager to host you in my city when a lot of people will be coming to our classes.
Absolutely. It is the city of joy. Let's
Yeah,
amplify
definitely.
joy. Let's amplify joy energy there. What else is possible?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you
Thank you,
so much.
everyone, for being with us.
Bye.
Yeah.
Good night.
Okay.
Sleep well,
Good
everyone.
night. Take
Thank you,
care.
Mayuk.
Chalo.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Thank you, Arshia. Yeah.